Hi, and welcome to another podcast. I'm Swati with you, and I'm going to talk to you about the journey of an artist. What are the tribulations, the trials a person faces as an artist? And of course, it's like I being an artist, what are the things which I faced? How was my journey? Well, first of all, you really need to understand why even you want to be an artist. What is the purpose behind your becoming an artist? Because there are many jobs, and to tell you the truth, becoming an artist is not an easy job. It's a very daunting task. The very work you do as an artist is not difficult, but the kind of opposition you get from society, the kind of difficulties you face in monetizing your work is tough. You know what? There was in the old times, there was a term called the starving artist, where the artists were not paid properly, and they had to go through a lot of difficulties. But in today's internet era, you can create your art, you can put it online in internet, people will watch it, and you'll get money for it, you'll get paid for it. At the same time, you can sell your art online, so things are becoming very easy, and I can tell you, this is the best time for you to grow as an artist. So actually, I am seeing a lot of creative entrepreneurs, and I am myself a creative entrepreneur, and I'm learning what are the ways to grow as an artist, what are the technical skills you require to be an artist, and what are the marketing skills which are required. To be a successful creative entrepreneur, you need 3 skills. First of all, you need to be very good in your creativity. You should learn it, like read about it, research it, practice it every day. Talking about practice, I myself follow it. I draw, I paint, I sketch, sometimes I sing, dance, and I create all kind of sometimes I storyboard my films when I'm making my films. So I am predominantly a filmmaker, but I do other things to boost my creativity. Like I click photographs, I click the sunset, sometimes I click photos of the night sky. Otherwise, I dance, I do choreography, I read books, I write paragraphs, and so predominantly I'm a filmmaker, and I make movies. For that, I research a lot about films and movies, and I shoot my films, I do acting in my movies, I practice acting also many times. However, to boost my creative skills, I have to do many things, and I do other things like sometimes I watch dance videos, I create my choreography, and I sometimes I teach students how to dance. Sometimes I paint, I sketch, I create comic books. I also create comic strips. It's very interesting to do it. And sometimes so people used to criticize me and tell me that Swati, you are doing too many things, and it's not going to work for you. You will not excel in anything, and you will fail. You don't have any focus. And I got a lot of criticism for that. And as an artist, you should be used to getting criticism. If sometimes criticism is good, and you can accept it and improve yourself, but sometimes over criticism can hamper you as an artist. It's a big challenge for an artist. So I thought maybe they're correct, but later on I realized is that what I can do is that I will continue to do multiple things, and I can use all those things in one area. I can focus, take all that energy from my multiple talents and creativity, and use it at one place. In that way, all my energy, all my talent will be utilized. And since I'm a filmmaker, and to be a filmmaker, you need actually to be a jack of all trades. You need to know everything. It's very essential. So I have chosen a profession which kind of helps me. And for filmmaking, you need to know about sound, about dance, about music, about acting. You need to know about sketching, storyboarding. You need to know about all the softwares, how to do video editing, how to do audio editing, knowledge of softwares, knowledge of camera, lights, what not. So for that purpose, what I did is that I have a kind of a discipline in which I enhance those qualities. I paint sometimes, I sketch, I draw, I do storyboarding, I create comic strips, I do all those things, and then I use. But my motto is not to become a dancer. My motto is not to become a comic book creator or a storyboard artist or a video editor or a sound editor. I don't want to be the best photographer or the best cinematographer or the storyboard artist in this world, but I want to be a very good filmmaker. So I use those energy to put it here. So this is just my strategy. This is how I have enhanced my skills and my talent, and I put them in one place. So do not listen to others, what they're saying. Sometimes you should listen to your own heart, what your heart is saying, because people criticize me a lot, and I don't know why. And at a point of time, I thought that I should not do these things so that I can focus on that, but I was wrong. If God has given me this talent, then I should use all of them in the proper way. So other than that, I want to talk to you about what are the things which is necessary to be a good artist. First of all, you have to learn to stay in solitude. You have to practice being alone. You have to practice being alone and doing your work with peace and silence. I mean, you have to kind of when I'm editing my films, there are hours and hours are passing by, and I'm just editing the film, and it takes a lot of discipline and patience to do that. You are with yourself, but of course for me it's fun. I really enjoy doing that because editing is kind of a creative process for me, where I'm thinking, how should I make this scene? How should I create this scene? Should I cut this part? Should I put this part? Should I remove this part? So it's a kind of a fun experience for me. But then it didn't came at once. There was a time when I was very much a restless person, and I couldn't focus at one thing. But then when you have so much of love for doing something, like I have so much of love for making a film. I have so much of interest, passion to make a film. So for that, I will do everything which is required. So I just told myself that, okay, listen, Swati, if you want to make this film, you have to sit here for like 3, 4 or 5 hours at a stretch, or you have to do it every day. So I made a discipline. Of course, it didn't happen in one day. I mean, initially I told myself that, okay, I will sit for 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes at a stretch. I'll not do anything else. I will just do this much, and then after I finish editing this part, I will go to the next. So that is how I build discipline, kind of step by step. It doesn't happen at once. It takes time. I mean, even for me to become an artist was not so easy. I will tell this maybe in some other video, but for the time being, so what are the disciplines I follow? What are the steps I do to become an artist? Is that you need to have a daily routine or a discipline. You can just start a diary and write it there, that today I'm going to finish this much part of the editing, and then I will do this, then I will do that. And it can be you can start it really in small amounts. You don't have to finish the whole movie in one day. I mean, if I am editing my film, so I will say that maybe I'll edit for 15 minutes or 1 minute footage, the productive footage I'll edit for this much of time, and that's how it starts. And once you start, then you keep on going on a flow. Or similarly, I will decide that I will do this much of shooting on this day. So I plan out my things. But when you're doing those things, especially when you're creating art, when you're painting, like say I paint and I sketch at times. When I'm painting, so I'm all alone with that painting. I am creating that art, and I'm enjoying every moment of that, observing and sketching and thinking and imagining the beauty of nature. So I have to be alone. I have to be in solitude. I have to be with myself, full of myself. And I think it's a great thing. People just get scared of being alone, but being alone and being with your own solitude is the greatest blessing, the greatest thing which can ever happen to you, which I've realized through art. You can just you learn to be with yourself. You don't need anyone. You feel so free, so independent, so happy creating, and creativity is like a bliss. And it is said that creative people are rebels. All the artists are kind of rebels. They love themselves. You need to have a lot of self-love for that, and you need to kind of enjoy your own company. And if you know how to enjoy your own company, you can give others good company when you are with them. You are a much better individual. You become a much more holistic individual, you know. Then the next thing is that you need to have a lot of capacity to, you know, absorb criticism. Yeah, you're going to be criticized a lot. You'll be criticized for choosing to be an artist, first of all, especially in a country like India. Everybody is going to judge you. They're going to make fun of you. They will say that, oh, listen, she's doing something which is of no use and she's not getting any money and stuff like that. What is of use, you know? It's not going to give you any employment and stuff like that, and you should rather do something productive. Like you should become you should work in a company or in a corporate world, or you should do something proper. And people make fun of you. They don't understand what you're doing, and especially people close to you criticize you the most all the time. And you have to learn how to, you know, not believe in those things and rather believe in your own heart, believe in your own creativity, what you're doing, your work. You should see what you're doing. And sometimes I keep on observing. Sometimes I go back to my old videos, my creations, my films, my art, whatever I've created. Sometimes I go back to them and I ponder, I watch them, and I realize that I have done a great job. So you need to pat your back at sometimes. You need to congratulate yourself many times. You need to reward yourself with something. Like sometimes I work so much, I get so tired and exhausted, and I'm punishing myself. I'm thinking, oh, this is not happening, that is not happening. I go through a lot of a lot of self-criticism many times. And to add it up, we have relatives, we have friends, family, colleagues, people around us who, if you're connected with them in social media, then God save you. They're going to criticize you like hell. Some people support you. I'm not saying all of them criticize you, but mostly you're going to face criticism. People also, online strangers, will watch what you have posted something. People will watch it and they will just criticize it. Oh, this is stupid, why have you even created it? Maybe you are just beginning, and when you're beginning it won't be that great. But then if you're scared of putting it out online, if you're scared of showing it to the world, then you will never come out. You will just be inside some dark cave, unknown in some world, and you should create and put it out. Even if it's in the beginning stage, eventually it come out. So yeah, so I used a lot of tactics to handle criticism. Maybe I'll talk about it later, but yes, handling criticism is very, very important. Second thing. Third thing and the most important thing is you should learn how to market yourself, how to sell your product, how to be a businesswoman or a businessman. Like as I said, I spoke about creative entrepreneur. Like we have tech entrepreneurs who are selling technology, which is very much in the game today. How to be a creative entrepreneur, how to be an auteur, you know. So you have to understand this thing that okay, as artists, many times we don't care about money. We say that okay, we are creating art for the love of it, because we're enjoying the process. That is very much true. But however, to survive, you need money. You know, you need to have food, you need to have a house, you have to pay your bills and rents and everything. For that, you need to earn money. And if I do another job to sustain myself, that's fine. In the beginning, it's fine. Maybe for some days, you do any random job and you get the money and you create your art. But eventually, you have to reach a point where you don't, because when you're doing another job, your time is getting diverted, your energy and time is getting diverted in that thing, and you hate it. You hate every second of it because you want to just be a creative person. You want to create your product, your stuff, whatever your skill is. You want to be in that world. You don't want to go to any other dingy scumbag and skitty and dirty, pathetic, filled with office politics and horrible people, that kind of job which pay you a lot of money, by the way. You don't want to be there, right? So eventually your goal should be that to come out of that and create your art, sell it, earn money, sustain yourself, create more art, and keep on repeating it. Create, sell, repeat. Create, sell, repeat. You need to continue doing that. And that's the best way for an artist to live, by playing the guitar, by singing, by dancing, by cooking, or by making movies, by sketching, by drawing, by dancing, all those things which make you free as a human being. We want to live like that. So for that, you have to learn how to sell it. To sell it, you have to become a business person. You have to learn and it's very difficult for an artist to be a business person, because artists are as such loving people and they don't think much about money, but we have to change it. And actually, I am finding a lot of people who have been very successful as an artist at the same time as a business person. And if you can manage that combination, then nobody can stop you. Telling you, nobody can stop you. If you see, in today's era, everything is pretty easy today, because we have YouTube, we have social media, we have so many platforms. You can create. So we have so many platforms. You can create something, you can sell it online, and everything can be really, really easy for you. So there are many options, but you have to understand certain things, like what is your target audience, what kind of thing you are creating, and how people are going to react to it, and whether it's something of good quality or not. How can you develop for quality? To develop for quality, you need, as I said, you have to gather the things, and to sell it, you have to have some marketability. So you have to educate yourself. Like, let's say you are a filmmaker, you have to know that what are the platforms where you can distribute your film. If you are making films on YouTube, you have to know that what is the length of the movie you have to make. You have to also understand that what is the technical quality that is required, so that it can be a sellable property or a product, you can sell it. And you need to educate yourself that how can I sell my films. If you are a painter, or if you create paintings, there are many platforms today online where you can sell it, you can monetize it. So you have to educate yourself as a businesswoman or a businessman. And you should not think that, okay, I am just creating it for free. Why free? I mean, to create art, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, a lot of talent and skill. Why free? Don't, as an artist, make it a rule. I'm not going to work for free. I need money for it. Come on, you have to pay me for that. So yeah, there are many ways which I am also learning these days to earn money as an artist. And trust me, if anybody tells you that you are a loser being an artist and you cannot do anything, then I'm telling you they're wrong, because artists earn a lot of money. They become billionaires, they become millionaires. Look at J.K. Rowling. She was in stages of poverty, and she was broke. Then she wrote Harry Potter. She put all her energy in that book, and that book became a hit. And she's like one of the richest person in UK, and she did completely of her own. Look at her transformation. Everything changed. So that's how it is. Have faith in yourself and keep on doing your work, and keep on watching my channel, The Mystic Artist. I'm Swati Panda with you, and I will put up more videos talking about creativity, the challenges I faced as an artist, what I do in my daily life, and how can we become better creative entrepreneurs, how can we become more happy individuals and happy artists. Thank you so much for watching me. Bye-bye.